just joined us, this is a special edition on the president election between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney.
It's Fox News at 6. We are the 5th of November, so after the 3 presidential debates, which took place on October the 3rd, the 16th, and the 22nd, who made the difference and who will be elected between Barack Obama, the Democrat candidate, and Mitt Romney, the Republican candidate? The answer on the election night tomorrow on Fox News.
Now we are going to welcome a specialist. Please welcome him. Hi Sylvain, you are the specialist of the political system of the United States of America. We are glad to welcome you here, one day before the election.
Hello, thank you. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
Fine. Can you explain to us the political system of the US and more especially the Constitution?
Sure. First, the United States is an indirect democracy. It means that people vote for representatives they elect. So our country has a constitution. It was written in 1787 and ratified in 1788 and established the country's political system on the basis for its laws. The 3 powers, the executive, the legislative and the judiciary, are separated in 3 branches.
Did the Constitution change during our history?
Yes, since 1788, 26 amendments have been added. For example, the first 10, known as the Bill of Rights, established a number of individual liberties.
And what about the fact that the United States is a federal state?
There are 50 individual states, each with its own government, united under the rule of the federal government. Some powers, such as the power to declare war, belong to the federal government, and other powers belong to the states.
And finally, how presidents are elected in our country?
That's a bit difficult. Each citizen of each state votes for the candidate of his choice. In each state, the more people there are, the more districts and electors there are. The 570 electors vote for the candidate that has been chosen by his state. The candidates must reach the majority of 270 electors to be elected.
For example, there are 2,800,000 people in the state of Kansas, so there are 6 electors for the presidential election. In California, there are 55 electors because there is much more people in California than in Kansas. There's about 37 million inhabitants in California, I think. So technically, if Kansas people vote for Romney and if Californians people vote for Obama, 6 electors will vote for Romney and 55 electors will vote for Obama. But sometimes, electors vote for the other candidate. This fact is not common, because a faithless elector can be tried by his state and punished.
Thank you so much for this great explanation.
It was nothing.
Sylvain, please stay with us because we've got some fresh news from Chicago.
Fine.
Hello. Some American people still don't know very well about the 2 candidates. So, can you give some more information about the life of our candidates?
So President Obama is the Democrat candidate. He was born in Hawaii on August 4th, 1961. Unfortunately, his Kenyan father left his family when he was only 2. He had brilliant studies in Harvard and he was once a community organizer. He had 2 daughters with Michelle. Then he became, as we all know, the 44th President of the United States and the first black president. He got the Nobel Peace Prize in 2009. That's brilliant. His Republican opponent Mitt Romney was born on March 28, 1947 in Detroit. He studied in Harvard as well, where he was first of his class. He's a Mormon and he did missionary services in France in the 60s. In 1968, he almost died in a car crash and the French policeman wrote on his passport, "Il est mort, he is dead." Then he worked in banking industry and he became very wealthy. He helped for the organization of the Salt Lake City Winter Olympics in 1999.
Can you tell us some of the most important ideas of the 2 candidates' programs? Are they totally different or are there some similarities?
Yes, the two candidates' programs are very different. In fact, they do absolutely not agree on a lot of subjects. First, let's talk about the economic issues. President Obama wants to focus on key areas in rural communities to help businesses and create new jobs. His opponent Mitt Romney wants to make the American businesses competitive in the global economy again. Romney has a quite conservative program. He bans same-sex marriage, is against abortion, wants to allow death penalty, does not believe in climate change, and is against choose-cell research. President Obama has a much more liberal program. He approves same-sex marriage, is for abortion, but he has no stance on death penalty. But yes, he believes in climate change and is for choose-cell research. But both of candidates agree for some points. For example, they both want a stronger national defense and to bring our troops back, our troops in Afghanistan home in the next 2 years or as soon as possible, and finally to reduce a bit immigration.
This is the end of this pre-election program. Thank you for this great explanation about the political system, the election, the candidates' lives and program. Thank you again, Sylvain Leo, for being with us on this TV show. So one day before the election, make your choice and vote on tomorrow morning. I remind you that the offices open at 8 AM of your local time. Thank you for watching us and see you tomorrow.